Three stocks to buy, November edition. Welcome back to Barry Charles, your one-stop shop for everything finance. And today we are going to look at three stocks for you that could make you millions. Absolutely, yes. These stocks are here, and today they are three risky stocks. I'm just telling you now, one's probably less risky, but this is what we can do. Let's have a look at three stocks to buy in November 2023. Number one is Enphase. Yes, Enphase Energy Incorporated. The stock has been an absolute disgrace in 2023, but is this a buying opportunity for you? Well, let's have a look at what is happening here. If we're looking at Enphase as an energy company, focused on solar energy as one of their big components and making solar compartments for the solar energy. So if we're looking at what the boom cycle is, which I'm thinking is probably not happening at the moment, is the house booms back up again. I think everyone pretty much knows that is probably not going to be the case for the next year or two. So, but this is the bullish side. That solar is going to continue to get more and more high demand, and this company will be sweet. If you look at the bear case, the housing market is about to go kaput, crash, complete. I think everyone's expecting that. And to be honest, if you're an investor in Enphase, you're probably just going to get more and more value. And why I say that is because their revenue just keeps going up and up and up. Yes, the revenue is beautiful. The free cash flow has gone up to 225 million. But the big concern is the long-term debt is 1.29 billion, so that is not good if you're looking at the stock. So it depends on where you look at, but they're getting more profitable as well. Whether it's a short-term pain going to come, because at the moment it's looking very good and the stock is going the other way. So is that because it was a bit of a retail stock and they're all getting out now? They're running to the hills. It's an interesting one to maybe do more research on before you invest in this company. This could be an absolute boom stock. If you're looking at current metrics, the stock could really, really be a 3x stock from here. Especially if it gets lower and lower and lower. Wow, maybe it's time to really do some research. But then, not financial advice, do your own research before you invest into any company. But Enphase definitely looks like very much a value play if they continue to produce good revenue and their profit as they have been doing. They've got to continue to do that though, and pay off the long-term debt is a big thing for them. Let's look at stock number two to buy in November 2023 is Nvidia. Yes, Nvidia, we're hoping the stock will continue to go down and down and down because it's flowing to the moon, absolutely flowing all the way up to being the richest stock in the world, pretty much. Not quite, but you know what I mean. It's been the biggest mover in 2023. Will it continue to go that way? Or is it time to move on and get into something else? Or just hold? I think you really need the stock to collapse. Let's be fair honest with the Nvidia stock. We needed to crash and burn to the bottom if you want to get some good value out of this company. I really think you need to, well, when you're looking at this stock, because there's not much of a dividend. Absolutely, it's just something you're just going to have to look at with Nvidia if you really want to invest into a company like this. Really need to get to profitability. I mean, not profitable. You got to see continuous growth. That's what you need to see from this company. You need to see the growth continue. Have they just flown up and then it plateaus and boom, it's going to go downwards? That's the question mark you have to think to yourself today. So that's what you got to think about when you go into invest into the stock. Let's have a look at the bull case. The chips are going to continue to roll all the way to profitability. The demand's going to be there from all the big high-tech companies. They need them, and they'll just continue to roll on the chips. On the bear side, this has just been a flash in the pan. We're going to have a slowdown in the economy. No one's going to be buying these chips. They're going to become obsolete and not be used at all as AI moves on to something else and they don't need the chips. It's a very unlikely scenario, but it's still a possibility. But for me, if you're looking at Nvidia, you want it to get a drop down in price more and more and more. But if you're looking long term, you're probably going to get a good value out of the stock going forward. Not financial advice. Do your own research before you invest into any stock. Let's get to stock 3, the last one on this list to buy in 2023 and beyond, here in November. And it could be the biggest turnaround play in 2024. Honest. You've got to have an honest question with yourself. Is this stock absolutely going to bankruptcy, or are we going to turn around and the stock can fly to $10? Let's have an honest opinion around this stock. Is it time to get going with Honest? Well, a lot of metrics with Honest is very, very, very bad. But a worst case scenario, they have assets to burn compared to their liabilities is very, very good. But negative free cash flow and long-term debt is very high, is not a good thing with all the other things going bad as well, with the net profit and all that. That's not very good at all. So Honest is going to have to improve that if they want to continue going forward. If you're looking at the bullish case, the new CEO and CFO are going to smash it out of the park and turn this company around. They're going to sell products here, left, right, and center. All the diapers are going to sell beautifully. Beauty products is going to be beautiful. Just give her elbow, have her face up in the lights as they turn this company around. The bear case, they go to bankruptcy. See you later. They cannot turn this around. They've employed a CFO that was at a bad, struggling company, and they've invested in him into another company that's struggling. Does that, you think he might get the same result? That's the question mark you have to ask yourself there on the Honest side. That is one metric you have to think, maybe it's not worth taking the risk with this company. And obviously, this company has has been labelled as high quality goods, but the problem with the high quality goods is people are not paying that demand for the higher price. They want a lower price, or is it just their marketing is not so good on this thing? They need to improve that side of things to get the stock going up and up and up again. But yes, this is a stock that really could be a big turnaround play. Really, if they get the metrics right and start going to profitability, which obviously they're not at the moment, if you're not understanding the Honest company, do some more research. I'll have a video out for you to watch on that. I've got an old one and I'm going to have another one. So you have a few options to look at the stock and more in depth and understand it more. But this is definitely a stock that you can look at investing with a bit of gusto. So these are 3 stocks to buy. So Enphase absolutely could be an absolute bargain steal, especially if it continues to go lower and lower. Nvidia, you probably want it to go lower, to be honest, but if you just believe the growth is going to be infinite, keep on buying. Not financial advice. And Honest could be a big turnaround play, or you could lose all your money. So that's the risk you take in any investment. So do it at your own risk. Thank you so much for joining me at Barry Charles. Hope you enjoyed the video. Remember to like and subscribe to the channel. And if you got a lot of this video, share with your friends, because this is the greatest channel for finance. Let's get to it. Have a great day out there, my friends.